Welcome back to Let's Play Mass Effect. We're on the planet Agabinium. We're in the Amazon system of the Voyager cluster. It's our first stopover here in Voyager. We didn't have any real reason to come here because there's nothing in the journal yet, but when we arrived, Admiral Hackett contacted us and gave us this assignment. It's called UNC Espionage Probe. An Old Alliance espionage probe has turned up in the Voyager cluster. These probes carry nuclear payloads, and if the Citadel discovers these nuclear booby traps, it would greatly embarrass the Alliance. Your mission is to find, disable, and recover the probe. Alright. It shouldn't be too difficult, right? Although I did bring Team Sniper. We'll see how that goes. This would be an interesting battle sequence in here. Anyway, let's make sure we're leveled up before we get started. Oops, looks like somebody forgot to level up Ashley the last time we had her in the party. So let's get an extra 9% damage, more quickly rotating Master Adrenaline Burst, so she can hopefully be using Assassination and Immunity over and over again. And let's put the rest of the points here in First Aid, because we will probably be using Metagel here. I think Garrus is all set. We have a lot of for healing right now, First Aid, so hopefully that will come in handy. Alright, so we have an anomaly up here, some debris, and the actual beacon, so hopefully the probe is nearby. But of course we're going to go scoop up some ore first. There happens to be a little bit right in this nub right here. We'll start there. Found a big block of samarium. And there's another ore kind of up in the hills here, in the valley.
I'm on my way.
Big chunk of magnesium. Okay, where we're going is over there. Right? Yeah, the homing beacon should be over there. Hasn't it actually popped into place yet, the textures for it? Come on. Come on. There we go. That's more like it. Well, we were looking for a beacon probe, but we found a mine shaft and a bunch of shipping containers.
Mine shaft. That's the source of the signal.
Suspicious.
Yeah, this thing didn't crash. Somebody moved it here.
They may not know what they have. Let's find it before they set it off.
Affirmative.
Shepard was like, who am I supposed to be looking at here? Well, one of them's still stuck on the Mako. Or behind the crates or something. Oh, there she is. Hey, Ashley. Don't be shy. And if you're curious about a little bit more lore, when Anya did this mission, she had picked up the assignment on Pharos through a hack. And we haven't been there, so that's why we weren't able to do that. But when you pick up the assignment via Pharos, it tells you that there's the reason to go and explore and investigate is due to the fact there's a large quantity of human rations being sent here. That's what's suspicious in that case. Anyway, we're at the completely typical, knowable mine room. There's no loot or enemies in this main room. It's kind of unique that way. As for the two rooms in the back, one is inaccessible, it's red, which means our probe isn't here. Oh look, there it is.
What the hell?
Shepard, at last.
Yeah, that kind of scared the bejesus out of me the first time that happened, because I thought the thing was blowing up in my face, but obviously no, the probe is still fine.
Have we met?
You don't remember me. No matter. I remember you. I never forget anyone I've fought. My name is Elanos Halliot. I doubt you know it. Who do you think runs the Terminus clan, Shepard, huh? Thousands of pirates, slavers, criminals of every stripe?
Little strange fellow here. He's got the Turian eyepiece, and he's even adopted the Turian manner of speaking, which is basically dual channel. You have your standard voice on top, and then you have kind of an echo, a deep copy coming out below, which is kind of a unique trick, don't you think?
You assume I give a damn. That's cute.
The strongest leads. The one who kills the most men, seizes the most ships, pillages the most colonies. 3 years ago, I was the strongest. I used my influence to assemble a fleet. We would drive your kind out of the Verge.
Oh, this little subterfuge on his part is complete. He's saying that my kind is somehow not his kind. Yeah, so obviously this is a bug. The game did not intend to have a human ear. This should be a Turian-shaped fellow, but no. And it's kind of annoying in this case because I'm a war hero, so this dialogue with this guy is unique for me, because obviously I was the one at Elyssium, and so yeah, we've just figured out that he was the guy behind it.
You organized the attack on Elysium. You want me to thank you for my Star of Terra?
I was the motivator, the instigator, the one who promised glory and riches for sacking the largest human colony in the cluster. The one blamed when it failed. Failed because of you. Your damnable holding action.
Could you say failed 3 times in a row again? That sounded really nice.
You'll see me again, Halliot. Count on it.
I rather doubt that. Goodbye, Shepard.
Orders, Commander.
Yeah, let's kill this guy.
We find a way out. Someone up there needs my boot up his ass. See if there's anything in here we can use.
There's no time to get out. There's no time to look for something we can use. You have to disable the bomb before it goes off. Luckily, we can hack things. Or we could use 100 points Omnigel. I actually don't know what happens if you come in here with absolutely no tech skills and not enough Omnigel. That might be a game over situation. But it's pretty easy, just 3 standard hacks there. Of course, the explosion we did hear shuffled things up here, although very neatly, I have to say. All these crates seem to have been restacked. Usually you can mount these size crates, but no, the game doesn't want you going over there. And in fact, if you use the ghost command to get back over there and then exit out the front, you'll find your Mako still sitting out there. And if you start driving it, which is okay, eventually the game will just snap you into place near the fight where you're supposed to be. So yeah, best to go out this way. This is also unique in the fact that you'll see that we have an actual door here. This is the only loot inside right here. So yeah, this is kind of an easy way out. Though we should be kind of far below. So my guess is behind this door there would be some sort of elevator, maybe a stairwell. It wouldn't be just this, right? Because that would suggest we weren't very deep at all. So anyway. Alright, so let's take a peek at what we have here. I'm of course using my usual getup, shredder rounds. Ashley has a couple of rail extensions in high explosive, and same with Garrett. I think we're going to keep everybody in that, because the only biotics I have with me right now is my singularity. So I'm going to need the knockdown potential of those high explosive rounds. As you can see, Yeah, that's the reason why. Let's kind of take a quick survey here. We have a Krogan, some Mercs. Is that a Solarian maybe? Probably Sniper, another Krogan. I think that's Elanos right there. They're all just kind of moving about in different paths, and they don't actually see us unless we were to start shooting. I also noticed the Mako's over here now. They've actually moved it. I think that's where you would snap into place if you were driving from the front door. Anyway, I'm going to put my squad mates down here. I don't know if this will actually work, because usually they'll take damage on the way down, so they may snap in behind me. Yeah, they just snapped in behind me. Alright, we'll just do this another way. So, when I'm a sniper, I like to fight from up top because it's pretty easy. And even with Team Sniper, if you fight from up there with everybody up there, only I can see the enemies. Ashley and Garrus will just sit there. And if you move them down, they can see them and are effective, but sometimes they're easy pickings too, although Ashley as a tank can survive a pretty long time. Anyway, I'm using the Bug Bladder Beast of Troll defense there, that way they didn't see us, because we didn't see them. And of course this provides some natural cover, although we're a bit distant even here, so I'm going to have to kind of fight out in the open here. So let me do a save in case this is a pretty bad fail. Let's put Ashley here and Garrus here. Now I'm going to see if I can sabotage it from back here and not die. Ah, hell. Nice job. Sweet. Uh-oh. I have not sabotaged anyone until just now. And he's regenerating, unfortunately. Not too bad. Elliot went through a lot of trouble to draw you here. I pity it ended like this, for him at least. Now that you're above ground, your suit radio has re-established connection with Normandy. Time to get the hell out of here. It's per typical. The game seems to have a real interest in leaving places, even when we're not really done exploring. Sorry about that, Garrus. I didn't expect him to be the first one to go. So I was not sure I should use a Unity on him alone. Usually do that with Ashley. At least in my practice runs I was doing that. But anyway, we survived. We got what we wanted here. Did we get any gifts from the fight? Just an no-cost combine and assault rifle. That's fine. Found a scavenger corpse over here. This body is a long way from anything and appears to have been here for quite some time. On the body is a book of drawings, including one of the Siglar or outpost insignia. Alright. Yeah, I'd say it's been here a long time too. There's actually a certain something over here. Actually, one thing I haven't done yet is I'll actually look at the summary of the assignment here. You escaped from the trap Halliot laid for you and managed to kill him in the process. Sweet. Let's head over this way. Another mangled sky car. Don't know if it landed here or crashed. Certainly seems to be in bad shape. Another corpse to examine. Brushing away the carbonization on the door of the contragravity speeder, you see the Nizo brand name. Judging by the charring, the wreckage has been here since the star's last variable peak. The corpse is wearing the remains of an expensive suit and what appears to be melted antique aviator goggles. Somebody out having fun. Somebody with a lot of money. And why is it just since the last peak? That was 8 years ago, right? Why can't it be since at least the last peak? Maybe several peaks, judging from all the wear. Also, does this corpse look exactly like the other one, including the way it's laid out? Is that a mistake too? Did they mean to have a different shape? Something actually worn on this guy? I don't know. You don't get any XP. You don't get any. I don't even. Yeah, the map gets marked, but I'm not sure exactly how this adds to the story, except there's just another bit of neat data from the whole, the whole Mass Effect universe, I guess. Anyway, let's head to that debris next. Oh, also, isn't this planet tidally locked? If it is, then when you're in shadow, you're permanently in shadow, aren't you? I guess then the heat is only coming from the ambient temperature. There's no direct sunlight on this thing. That suggests that thing's been there even longer.
Redeploying.
We found a probe. Almost. Alright, and then there's the final bit of ore somewhere along this northern edge.
Securing point.
Elyssium. Alright, and that is it. Yep, we've done everything we can do. Let's head back. Alright, looks like we succeeded in our mission. The Alliance is spared the embarrassment of having sent out nuclear warheads 20 years ago, whatever. Alright, let's move on. More to do in the Voyager cluster. The other system here is Yangtze, which is in our journal. Alright, let's start here. Chateau. Chateau is a close orbiting hot Jupiter with traces of sulfur in its hydrogen-helium atmosphere. The disruptive gravity well of the gas giant prevented any planets from forming nearby. Bintu is actually where we're going, so we'll skip that for now. Dragir is a small barren rock world with a trace atmosphere of krypton and xenon. The surface is frigid and mainly composed of silicates with deposits of magnesium, aluminum, and other light metals. Dragir has a weak magnetic field, making it unsuitable for drive-discharge operations. It's pretty trace, that atmosphere, 0.00 atmospheres. More beryllium. Rumpter is a small rocky terrestrial planet with a trace atmosphere of nitrogen and krypton. Its frigid surface is mainly composed of light metals with deposit areas of frozen ammonia. I mean, come on. Anyway, We detected a weak signal coming from the far side of the planet. Joker brought the Normandy around and your salvage team picked up a small escape pod trapped in orbit. There was a long dead Turian inside, along with a few personal items and a protein data disk. Now that's interesting. You almost never hear of escape pods being trapped in orbit, right? I mean, yeah, it's kind of a precise thing you have to do to get it to be truly in orbit stuck there. It's kind of sucky if you're the Turian stuck there and you have no way of propelling it down. Anyway, Patagiri has a thin atmosphere composed of neon and chlorine. Its frozen surface is mainly composed of silica with deposits of copper. During the long cold night, the chlorine in the atmosphere falls to the ground in the form of frost. I don't think frost falls, does it? Frost forms, I think, on the ground. Isn't it snow that would be falling? Chlorine and snow? I don't know. Scans from orbit detected a large deposit of thorium. Alright. That leaves Bintu. Bintu has an atmosphere of carbon dioxide with a permanent haze of toxic chlorine and clouds of sulfur dioxide that periodically drop torrents of acid rain on the surface. Its crust is mainly composed of sulfur with deposits of calcium. Like most worlds in the Voyager cluster, Bintu has only been charted within the last 20 years by Alliance surveyors. It has no known native ecology. Data about the world is surprisingly brief and generic, painting a picture of an unpleasant and uninteresting place. Yeah, and it's kind of warm here too. But yeah, I mean, you think about it. What we're going to find down here is Cerberus. We're finally going to be chasing these guys. And just from what we know so far, right, about Cerberus, this strikes me as a kind of ideal place for them. Not a place where they could face a lot of, forces coming in. So it certainly could go undetected probably for a long time. Alright, so in my notes I was actually going to bring down Team Biotic in the form of Cade and Liara to this world, but although that's really effective, it's I actually want to try something else. I want to try Team Damping this time, because there's 3 of us that have Damping and 2 of us have Master Damping. So I'm going to see if we can keep the Biotics in check with a lot of green electrical effects going on down there. We'll see, because otherwise the only thing I've got for crowd control is my singularity. And of course I also have actually I have 2, don't I? I have a shotgun and a sniper rifle with high explosive rounds. So my god, if we can't, between all of that, if we can't get this done, then I'm gonna give it up. Well, one thing you could say for a place that has torrents of acid rain falling is that over the eons it has smoothed all the mountains. There aren't that much in the way of jagged peaks, so that's actually pleasant, I think. So, anyway, let's drop a save. Because I kind of want to put the Cerberus work in 1 or 2 episodes coming up. So, alright, we'll pick up that story from right here next time.